Morning, everybody. Welcome to the webinar this morning on IHC's new fixed pay benefit plans. And we're really excited to introduce this product to you. It's a new product, kind of a twist on an old product that we've been offering. And we're really excited to roll this out and see what we can do to help your employer groups. So on the call today is myself, John Williamson. I'm out of the Columbus, Ohio office, and we also have Kim Carboni, who is out of our Boise, Idaho office. And Kim, I believe you had a couple of housekeeping items to touch on before we got started.
Yes, good morning, everyone. Thank you again for attending. We're going to try to keep this to a minimum of 30 minutes so we know you can get back to work out there during our crazy fourth quarter. But if you do have any questions, please go ahead and use the question box, and we will answer all the questions at the end of the webinar.
Perfect, and thank you, Kim. And today we're going to be reviewing the plan itself, including why we may want to offer a product like this to your employers. Also, we'll take a look at eligibility and the enrollment process, as well as where you are going to be able to start selling this product today. Now, if you've never worked with a fixed indemnity plan before, these types of plans offer a lump sum cash benefit, and it is payable to the member. Now, some of the key features, which we're going to detail a little bit later in the presentation, are going to be things like accident benefits, critical illness benefits, and even weekly disability benefits. Now, there's a lot of plans out there on the market, but I think the IAIC fixed pay benefits plan, with our combination of benefit, flexibility, and affordability, are going to be what really sets this product apart from the competition. Now, specific to our fixed pay benefits plan, we have some great features built into the plan, making it super attractive. We have no coordination of benefits necessary, meaning you do not need to bundle this with a major medical plan. If you're familiar with IHC's group gap plan link, where that does have to be packaged with an ACA fully insured or self-funded plan, this gives you a little bit of flexibility beyond that particular product offering. Now, you can certainly bundle this with a major medical plan, but you do not need to have that requirement there. Now, what that means is this really opens up the possibilities on the types of industries that would be a good fit for this plan. And like I mentioned previously, we do have a ton of flexibility with this product that you're not going to have on a true group gap plan. Again, benefits are paid directly to the member to cover medical or other expenses that might arise from a covered injury or illness. Now, this is available for employees and dependents, and you don't necessarily need to mirror the same enrollment on a major medical plan because we don't need to bundle it with one. So again, we're going to have that flexibility that you're not really going to see on a fully insured or self-funded medical plan, and even on a group gap plan if you're looking to supplement this with a major medical policy. Now, since this is a first dollar fixed indemnity plan, the benefits are payable to the member after claim submission, and you are able to receive services at any provider, no network necessary. So keep that in mind. You know, again, going back to if this isn't being packaged with a major medical plan, your employees are going to be able to go to any provider out there because we're submitting that claim after those services have been rendered. And lastly, applications for this particular plan, they are guarantee issue. So there's no underwriting requirements, meaning this is about as easy as it can get. No medical underwriting requirements, I should clarify. Now, again, these plans offer quick and easy spreadsheet enrollment, and that takes a ton of work out of your hands and out of your employer's hands by really streamlining the process altogether. Now, you might be asking yourselves, why would an employer want to offer this type of plan to their employees? What makes them attractive? And first of all, we do have the ability to cover a variety of employees, including full-time, part-time, and 1099 employees. So again, not being necessary to bundle this with a major medical plan, we do have the ability to offer this to really everybody that is earning a paycheck at the group. The price point on this particular product also makes it easier for the employer to pay 100% of the premium. So we can see higher participation on these types of plans, and it's a great benefit for that employer to pay and provide a really comprehensive benefit package to their employees.
John, what kind of industries are a good fit for this product?
Sure. So when thinking of a fixed indemnity plan or a fixed benefit plan, some of the industries that might come to mind, first of all, might be your service and hospitality industries. So think of restaurants, bars, hotels, also other industries where you might see a high turnover or lower wage employees. Think of things like home healthcare, nursing home agencies, even warehouses and distribution centers. Staffing agencies are another great fit for a product like this because typically they're not meeting the eligibility guidelines due to turnover, due to participation for things like a major medical plan. Even trucking companies would be a great fit for this product due to the ability to accept 1099 employees. A lot of independent contractors out there in the trucking industry. So a lot of companies out there have a need for a product like this. This product is also a great fit for employers that, like I said previously, want to offer an employer-paid benefit. Keep in mind, with some of these major medical plans out there, whether they're fully insured or level funded, you might be looking at an employee-only premium of $400, $450. The $20, in the ballpark of what you're going to see for fixed pay benefits on some of our plan designs, that's going to be much more affordable for your employers to offer. So it's a great way for them to offer a 100% employer-paid benefit that can really supplement either an existing major medical plan or offer or exist solely independent of that. Way for the employer to offer that at 100% paid. Now, thinking outside the box a little bit, employers in the already mentioned industries, so your service, your hospitality, transportation industries, this might be an opportunity for them to attract and retain higher quality employees. Think about it. With everything going on right now with COVID, there might be a lot of hesitation for employees to jump back in to a restaurant job. By offering some employer-paid benefits, that's a great way for these employees to get back into the workforce and potentially curb their healthcare expenses. Lastly, employers may want to offer fixed pay benefits over other types of coverage simply due to the fact that it's easy. We've got streamlined enrollment, there's no medical underwriting, and the first dollar benefits are payable to the members. Now, aside from the employer and the focus on why an employer would want to offer this, we want to touch on why would the employees see a benefit to these products. And, there's a couple of reasons why an employee would have an interest in purchasing this, whether it's partially employer paid or even voluntary. And even with the best health insurance, that might leave employees with deductible and out-of-pocket expenses that they're going to have to meet. The fixed pay benefits plan can provide additional support to cover those expenses as a supplement to either an existing individual or group health insurance plan, whether it's their own or whether they're on their spouse's plan. So it's a great way to supplement and cover those out-of-cost expenses, especially as we know major medical plans, everything is kind of trending upwards in terms of deductible and out-of-pocket. This is a great way to cover those increases. Also, if you're being diagnosed with a critical illness, that may cause employees to temporarily be unavailable to work. So by receiving the lump sum benefits through our CI benefit and possibly the weekly disability benefits are going to be able to use where they're needed most. And whether that's your mortgage payment, your rent, daycare cost, other life expenses, your car payment, that's going to be available for the employees to use and to help manage their day-to-day expenses. And then lastly, kind of expecting the unexpected. No one can truly plan to have a heart attack or to be diagnosed with cancer or have a severe accident, but they're more common than we might like to think. Looking at a fixed pay benefit plan, employers are now able to help their employees prepare for those unexpected emergencies and life events by providing those first dollar benefits. With the fixed pay benefits plans through IAIC, we have 3 separate plan options. Now, if you look here, the core benefits, they're going to be very similar across the board, except for the CI benefit on the enhanced plan. That's going to be at $5,000 instead of $2,500. Now, the accident benefit on this plan is a true per accident indemnity benefit, meaning we will pay the full $1,000 accident benefit if someone has an eligible covered accident. Keep in mind, you're going to be limited to 3 accidents per year, which could be a potential $3,000 payout if they are maxing out those those three accidents.
John, how does this differ from other products we may have sold in the past or other products in the marketplace?
Absolutely. You know, if you're familiar with our previous limited benefit plan or iteration of the style of product, Evolution, fixed pay benefits is really going to differ by paying the full accident benefit, whereas Evolution would really only pay the billed amount or the benefit amount, whichever was less. So on fixed pay, keep in mind, we're going to pay that full $1,000 per accident, but you're limited to 3 per year as opposed to, you know, that per accident benefit on Evolution. One of the other things that you're going to see on the next slide is going to be, you know, some dental and vision benefits that we didn't have on Evolution. So we've kind of made this product a little bit more comprehensive, a little bit more well-rounded to be probably a better fit for those groups that are looking to offer this maybe to part-time or, you know, as kind of a low-cost alternative to a major medical plan where they're having cash flow issues or participation issues. And keep in mind here, since this is not required to be packaged with an ACA level funded or self-funded plan, if a member does have an ACA compliant plan, whether it's individual coverage, employer-based coverage, spousal coverage, those ACA compliant plans, your wellness services, your preventative services, those are covered at 100%. With fixed pay benefits, we're going to give a $50 benefit to the employees that utilize those free wellness and preventative services on their major medical plans. So those services that are costing that employee nothing, we're actually going to pay you $50 to utilize those services. So that's a great benefit to keep in mind. Now, on this page, this is where the plans are actually going to start to differ pretty dramatically. And if you can see here on the basic, you know, we're not including that preventative and basic and major dental benefits. We're also not including the vision or weekly disability income benefits. It's strictly kind of an accident and critical illness plan. But if you look at basic plus and enhanced, that's where we are offering those first dollar benefits for dental and vision services. Now, if you've got an employer that's looking to offer, I'll say, more of a comprehensive protection plan for their employees, the enhanced plan is going to be where you're going to want to look, since we do have that weekly disability income. So keep in mind, again, is we're kind of getting employers into the mindset of let's protect your employees. A $250 per week disability income benefit, that's a huge opportunity to help that employer or help that employee stay on their feet while they might be unable to work. Now, as you can see on this particular slide, we've prepared an example to show how fixed pay benefits would really help an employee in the real world. So in this particular example, Patty does have a $6,000 deductible, 100% plan, and she's already accrued $3,000 towards her medical deductible and coinsurance. Now, she's got $3,000 left, and she just incurred a $63,000 claim. So after she meets the balance of her deductible, insurance is going to pay the other $60,000. So now Patty's going to be maxed out with her $6,000 deductible, and the CI benefit that she's going to have on the fixed benefits or fixed pay benefits plan is going to be able to cover that remaining $3,000 that she still had to accrue. So keep in mind, on this particular plan, she's going to have the enhanced fixed pay benefit plan, meaning she's going to get that $5,000 critical illness benefit. So keep in mind, she's going to have $2,000 left over. She's going to be able to utilize that to cover things like her mortgage, her rent, groceries, car payment, daycare, even if she's unable to return to work right away. So again, this is where that employee protection kind of comes into it, especially once we're looking at bundling this with some major medical plans. You could potentially have some money left over that you can use to cover those other expenses aside from just deductible and coinsurance. Now, as you can see here, in terms of our eligibility, we've got a ton of flexibility with this particular product, and I really think this is one of the great things that makes this plan so attractive. So by offering this to full-time, part-time, or 1099 employees, we can really expand who we're offering this plan to. Again, think of your service and hospitality industries. We've got a large amount of part-time employees. Great way for the employer who hasn't been able to find coverage for those part-time employees, this is a great way for them to offer that coverage now.
John, are we able to do management or class carve-outs?
Yes, absolutely. One of the things that we can do is a carve-out to potentially enhance a management carve-out on the medical plan. We're going to be able to offer fixed pay benefits just to those on the medical plan if that's what that employer chooses to do. Alternatively, we can choose to offer this to those not on the employer's major medical plan. So think of a restaurant, for example, where the only full-time employees might be managers, supervisors, and maybe the kitchen staff. This might be a great opportunity for the employer to come in and offer this to all of their wait staff and the hostesses and those that might not be eligible for that full major medical plan. Now, building on that last slide, we are able to offer dual options with the fixed pay benefits plan. With a dual option, we do need a minimum of 5 employees in each plan. So you're going to be looking at least 10 enrolled with 5 and 5 in each plan to offer that dual option. So back to that restaurant example I just gave, it's possible that we could offer the fixed pay benefit basic plan to everybody, and then we might have a buy-up option to the enhanced plan for those in the management or in the kitchen. That might be something that we could do with a dual option and let the employees choose. Do we want to stay on the basic, or do we actually want to go through with the buy-up? And one of the great things with this product, again, is how simple it actually is to enroll. We just need the enrollment census, a check or ACH form, employer app, and the signed quote. That's it. It really can't get much easier than doing a spreadsheet enrollment, getting a copy of the signed quote, and we are on our way. Now, for those curious about claims can be mailed in directly to Loomis, or they can be submitted online via the member portal. Keep in mind, we're going to need the billing statement included when they actually go to submit that claim, so we know that they did have an eligible expense. And one thing that I do want to point out again is that for those eligible accidents, we are going to pay that full benefit amount. So for example, if you submit a $250 bill for an accident, we're still going to pay that same $1,000 benefit up to 3 times a year. So keep that in mind going forward. Great opportunity to help cover those costs. Even if the claim isn't that much, they still might have some other expenses that they're going to need to cover if they're not going to be able to go back to work. Currently, fixed pay benefits, as we roll this out, is going to be available in 28 states, and we are always evaluating additional markets and working through the approval process. Keep in mind that we do have this product available in several states where we do not have our level funded products, our in-house level funded products through IAIC. So don't shy away from sending us your RFPs all the way down to 2 enrolled, because odds are, aside from fixed pay benefits, we've probably got another product that we can help you with. So take a look. This is just where fixed pay benefit is, but we do have products in every state. So I would encourage you, again, every group quote opportunity that comes across your desk, send it to Kim, send it to myself, and we'll make sure we get you taken care of. Now, that was a quick run through of the fixed pay benefit plan. I want to thank you for your time today. We know it's an extremely busy time of the year, and your time is valuable. So with that said, I think Kim's received a couple questions for us to touch on before we break. So Kim, what do we have here?
John, we've got a few. Why would an employer offer this?
So again, an employer would want to offer this as a low-cost way of providing a employer-paid benefit. So again, keep in mind, some employers out there, they might not meet participation on a major medical plan. They might not be able to afford a major medical plan. They might have participation issues. So this is going to be a great way for the employer to offer an employer-paid benefit, and this can also be used to enhance the overall benefit package if they do offer those major medical services.
Next question, what's the enrollment process like?
Again, the enrollment process, we hit on this a couple times, but it's very quick, it's very easy. We do need a spreadsheet with all employees looking to enroll on this plan, a signed quote, a check or an ACH form, and a completed employer app. So this can be done very, very easily. There's not much to it. So keep in mind, it's very quick, it's very easy, and it's something that obviously we're going to be able to push out on every group renewal that you have as an agent. It's something that we can absolutely implement.
Perfect. We got a few more times, and Andrea submitted a few questions. John, you want to talk about when and where the pricing will be available?
Sure. So this product, we are able to quote this today. So if you do have a particular group that you're interested in, send us that RFP, and we'll be able to turn that around to you. Now, on the basic plan, we're seeing a lot of rates come in at around that $10 price point. And then on the enhanced, we're looking at $20 to $22. So that should give you a little bit of a spread. And keep in mind, the rates that I'm giving you here as an example, these would be 100% employer paid. Obviously, as we get into different contribution levels, that could potentially shift the rate a little bit. But we think this is priced competitively, where a lot of employers are going to want to offer this paid at 100%.
I think we got one more question here, John, that we have time to do. Again, can we go over what kind of employers do you typically see using this type of plan?
Sure. So think of your service and your hospitality industries. Again, restaurants, bars, hotels, home health care, nursing homes, trucking companies, distribution centers, staffing agencies. Think of groups where you either have a lot of lower wage employees, a lot of part-time employees, or where you've got groups that you're struggling to meet participation. These are all going to be great fits. Small employers in college towns. You know, this is going to be a great opportunity to get quality employees in the door. You know, keep in mind, one of the things that we want to do with this product is give a group options. So again, we can take this product if they've got existing group health coverage and implement that to them. We can take this as a low-cost alternative if they're not able to provide it. So I really think almost every type of industry or group out there is going to benefit from this product, but a lot of times the industries that are really focusing on these types of plans are those lower wage, high turnover type industries.
Well, we want to thank you both. Andrea Smith, myself or John will be in touch with you. You have a lot of great questions here that require a little bit more detail. So we'll get in touch with you to go over some of those eligibilities with 1099s that are a little more in depth than what we covered today. But again, please send any groups that you're working down to IAIC has a home for you. We also have our individual platforms with short-term hospital indemnity. So remember that we have everything that we may not have everything you're looking for off the bat, but we have a solution to what your client needs. So thank you for your time and have a great day.
Thanks, everybody.